And we're back. Welcome back. I believe this is episode 8. Um, so when oh, stuff always starts to break when we restart the game. No big deal. We'll turn safe mode off. I don't remember how to do that actually. Oh, exclamation mark. There we go. So yeah, we'll smash these corpses. There we go. And these ones too. Very precarious, and now we can finally start doing all of the quests that we've been building up towards for the last couple of episodes. All right, so here we are. We can go ahead and talk. And I brought the anesthetic. There we are. All right, let's do this. So I'm a cyborg now. I don't really feel much different. You awaken on a comfortable bed, your chest and throat sore, but otherwise well. As the haze of anesthesia fades, you notice several tiny sore wounds on your chest and arms. A humanoid cyborg, not Rubik, notices you are awake and wordlessly gestures for you to follow, leading you back to Rubik's store. Okay, so we went there and we went back. And let's read the first paragraph too, actually. Um, Makes a stiff, bowing gesture and leads you out of the shop and down a stone pathway towards one of the larger buildings in the compound. Um, a thick steel door slides aside to reveal a gloomy, rust-dusted corridor. Okay, not very sanitary. At the end of the corridor is a clean-appearing surgical suite, not too different from any other surgical suite aside from the dim lighting and the surgeon itself. At the head of the surgical table is a contraption reminiscent of an upside-down spider. Okay, horrifying. Its multiple glistening medical limbs curling gently in eager anticipation of your approach. This sounds like something out of Scorn. You have little time to question your choices before you feel a sharp pinch in your left shoulder and the world drifts away. Okay. Those wee CBMs will do ye little and fine, but they are a start. Now Austin can sell you all you like and help with install should you wish. Okay. So I'm a cyborg now. I don't really feel much different. Um, so you can sell me more bionics, and as I get to know you better, you'll have more. Mind show me what you've got right now. Okay. Yeah, so as you can see, the cable charger system is grayed out. So I believe that's because um, we already have that by default, which is interesting. So if we look through our inventory, we already have a bunch of these anti-glare compensators. I think we went through and just like already bought all the ones we wanted. So yeah, actually now that I think about it, we don't really need any of this. Um, the only thing I might want to do is like buy the C4 explosive back, but it's $30, so that's not really worth it. If this could break through the metal wall, it'd be worth it, but unfortunately, no, that's not how that works. Although I think maybe that um, acetylene torch could do it potentially. Um, Let me take a look. Actions cut up metal. Huh. I mean, it is a metal wall. I really don't know if that like qualifies. Um, let's just try to get it, I suppose. And this welding tank. And I mean, we picked up like so much random stuff that this should be easy enough to pay for. Um, Prescription sedatives. I guess that's the like I really don't know why we need that, so we can just get rid of it. I don't like I never see myself using that ever. And then sure, this as well. Ooh, that was worth oh, 2 bottles. Okay, 1 bottle. There we go. So yeah, picked up that welding tank. There we go. Sure, we'll wear item. Okay. Um, I think when I exit this menu, I'll just like fall asleep, which is sort of funny. Cyborg wields a anesthetic. Okay. And, well, I'd better be going by. Can you help me with CBM surgery? I've got stuff I'd like to install. Okay. I wonder how long, like, this current surgery took, you know? Power storage is 20 minutes. Throwing assist is an hour. Like, that's pretty hefty. It's a pretty hefty investment. Cranial flashlight would be good to have, actually. Let's try to install that, and that's only 40 minutes. Okay, and then that's costing us 20 bucks, I believe, so let's go ahead and sell some more stuff. We still have the anesthesia kit, which is interesting. It's worth 165, which is sort of insane. Um, the crash axe is kind of nice. Yeah, we have a good scalpel, so we can sell our poor scalpel. Um, sure, sell one of the smartphones, why not? Um, a syringe as well. The infection data, it's pretty cool. Um, one anti-venom is still like absurdly expensive. That's crazy. I don't know like why it's so expensive. Like, I guess if you're allergic to venom, stings, like this will save your life, but beyond that, it's just not very useful. Um, I mean, like, same thing goes for these epinephrine auto injectors. Like, we can just sell those. And then, like, sure, these gummy vitamins as well. There we go. Okay, there we go. Wait until you wake up. Okay, so we got our bionic implant. Awesome. You're only one warp pulse from the deadline. Okay. Uh-huh. All right. We're one warp pulse from the deadline, so we should really be heading back. Um, if we look at our bionics, we have the cable charger system, a power storage, a cranial flashlight. Um, this really doesn't take a lot of energy. I guess the last thing we can do is we can talk to Rubik, and then we can't buy the night vision actually. So CBM interface kits, another Corinthian helm. Um, I think this is good for now, and I believe I'm wielding the welding tank. Yeah, and I'm heavily overburdened. My strength is low. I wonder what's causing that. Speed -6. I really don't know. That's strange. Um, hmm. Yeah, not sure. Okay. If we had more Earthbound pills or whatever, we'd be able to stay for more operations, but I think it's really time for us to head out. We'll drop the tank in the back here. Um, hopefully we'll be able to spot a metal wall or whatever, and then that way we'd be able to tell whether or not we're able to cut through metal. That'd be neat. Okay, so we go back up through the city, I believe. Take the bridge through the swamp. Um, then we go around, and then we are at the refugee camp. Okay. There's actually another bridge right here. Um, so that's actually a cleaner way. So we just like follow this road on down and then cross the bridge. We need to go through a town that way, but I think it's cleaner. So let's just do that. Okay. Just destroying some bushes. It's our like our favorite pastime pretty much. And now we're just driving through the darkness. Random patch of trees, no big deal. As long as we don't hit a rock or a tree, we should be fine. Our Humvee is in very good shape. Like we still have all our windows and stuff, so this is pretty great. Okay, and then we just turn here, and then we keep driving. Um, it will be interesting to charge ourselves. I really don't know like how long that takes. I think we need a jumper cable to do that. So I suppose that'll be like something we keep an eye out. Maybe we want to stop and like look through cars and such to see if there's like a jumper cable in the back, since I imagine that's where you would probably find them. Still not very close to the bridge, but no big deal. It's sort of funny to see that like the dogs are still awake or whatever. I think it would be interesting if animals were able to fall asleep, right? It's not like everything is awake all the time. So that would be sort of cool. I don't see any items in that car, so no real point in checking it for the jumper cable. Continuing to drive. Um, but yeah, the reason why I want to get out fairly soon is because right, I think we have 3 more hours after the deadline to escape before we start disintegrating. However, if we look at our weight, like we're so encumbered that um I'm just scared that like having our stats drop any lower will just be a gigantic disaster, and we just won't be able to like carry our stuff at all. And that's definitely not a good situation to be in. I'd rather just like get home, drop off the stuff, and then that way it's sort of secured that way. It's not as big of a deal because the way we're playing it, since we can't die necessarily, is like it's not actually safe when we drop it off at home, but it's still sort of nice. No jumper cable in that car. Keep on driving. Ignore the Dermatic, I believe that was. Let's take a look at what sort of wall this is. Smooth dirt wall. Okay. Oh, it said something about smell. Let's see. It smells like rotten milk. Oh, that's disgusting. The whole thing smells like rotten milk. Pretty gross. All right. Keep driving. I think we're approaching the town. Yep. And then we'll head down this way. Bunch of dead humans. Always great to see. Mostly because, they haven't gotten up as zombies yet. Like, it's too bad that they didn't survive, but at least they're in their dead state and not their undead state. Okay. And I think, aha, I should have taken a turn earlier. Hmm. Can I get out this way? It sort of seems like it, right? So let's just do that. Okay, that was actually pretty smooth. Nope, never mind. I just had to jinx it right at the last second. Just like plowed through a tree. I'm sort of amazed we were able to do that actually. I would have thought that like hitting a tree would instantly like total our vehicle. I don't understand how small these trees are that a car can actually just like plow through one. That's sort of incredible. Okay. Ooh, okay. Speaking of trees, yeah. We hit the oak, but I think we slowed down just enough that like it just didn't blow our vehicle apart. So I think what happened was the tree we hit was very small. So I guess that explained it. Because like when we hit the oak or whatever, right? Like it didn't get knocked down. So okay. Very precarious driving since we're so zoomed in because like we can't see anything at all due to the darkness. It will be nice to finally get out of the darkness. It's already like 1:40 a.m., which is sort of crazy. Um, we're getting towards the refugee center, though. I'm definitely excited to turn in this infection data. Um, definitely seems like one of the more tricky quests that we got from the refugee camp. So it's cool to be able to complete that. I think all we'll really get for it realistically are like a bunch of marks or whatever, which is just used for training. But still sort of neat to be able to complete a mission, even if we don't necessarily care about the rewards or whatever. Okay. Um, still driving along. Definitely like a pretty intense road trip. What is that? A fox? Interesting. It almost kind of looked like a fennec fox. It's got like those big ears. Okay. We should be able to like spot the road soon-ish enough. Oh, we hit the rocks. Unfortunate. Okay, here we are. And then we just drive on up, and then we should be at the entrance. Yep. Check the map literally right before we took the turn in. Okay, here we are. Awesome. I think we might have completed two quests there. Like I'm not entirely sure. How's the battery? Fine. Okay, good. We're losing stamina just for walking. That's how overburdened we are. It's sort of insane. Okay. Um. So I think the doctor was over here. Let's see. What are you called? Rosalia Hudson. Okay. Yep, here it is. Excellent. This may be the key to removing the infection. If you are interested, I have another job for you. Sure. How about some items as payment? I got 500 credit. Holy cow. Okay. Um, that's sort of insane. I really don't need like any of this stuff. Hmm. I guess antiseptic is sort of nice, and then potassium iodide, sure, why not? One thing of like caffeine pills. That. I don't know, man. I would just take everything, whatever. Just give it all. There we go. All right. Um, yeah, I really don't care about like min-maxing this, so sure, looks like a deal. Uh, it just doesn't fit. That's funny. I think because we're overburdened. There we go. Can I do anything for you? Tell me about it. The medical software didn't just analyze the blood, it triggered a government alert. Medical staff was under orders to immediately drive any matching samples to the nearest laboratory. That must mean the government knew. We have the destination address. Go there, get in, and bring back any records you can download off a computer. The nearest laboratory. I'm not going to do this for now. Because I think it like points out the nearest lab, maybe, and that would be sort of cool to. We just don't have any space at all. Interesting. Okay, I mean that's not a huge deal, I suppose. But yeah, so if we find another refugee center, I think the way it works is wait, what? Find source of robots. How did we not get the quest accomplished? It's so weird. Um, that's literally where we went. How is that possible? Yeah, right there. Okay, very strange. We'll just catch our breath, I guess, and then start trying to leave. Um, I'm not really sure if we can actually get these medicines back to the car since we don't have another backpack, but hopefully it's not a big deal. A warp pulse passes through you, twists your blood inside your veins, and your eyes pulse in pain. You've overstayed your welcome and need to get home. Okay. So our stats went down by 2. Okay, yeah, we definitely need to get going. Um, there we go. Drop all that off. Start driving. Weird. I wonder why it like failed to start. Um, so we're at the refugee center. Um, we do have like a new promising lead in a lab, which is cool, but yeah, for now, let's just go ahead and like head towards the exit, I suppose. Let's see. So it's this way. Okay, so it's pretty close. We just head down and then up. Okay, nice. I wonder. Let me actually let go of the controls. We'll drop the large backpack and the assault pack. Sure. Okay. And now what is our encumbrance? We're actually fine. Okay. So let's go back in, and then I just want to see if I can trade for a backpack. That'd be nice. Merchant. Let's trade. Okay. Do you have a backpack? Tools. 2 wood saws. Tin snips. Nope. Pair of bolt cutters. Hmm. I don't think that's good enough for getting rid of rebar. Let me take a look. Cut bolts or wires. No, it's specifically for bolts. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that's useful. A jackhammer could be useful, potentially. Um, but it's just very, very heavy. It's like weighs 61 pounds, so it's not like super useful. 408 merch, interesting. Um, just a whole bunch of this random stuff. Welding rods. Okay, and let's take a look at the clothing. Aha. So we can't buy the duffel bag, unfortunately. Yeah, okay. Oh, never mind. What is this? A cardboard fort? That's pretty funny. I just like crawl through the fort. Okay, and then let's talk to the doctor. Let's trade. Weird. Okay, I guess I can't trade for supplies, even though it's definitely trading for supplies. Um, hmm. I wonder what we're gonna do about like this stuff. Let's go ahead and like wear these assault packs just in case, so that I don't forget. Um, the last thing I'm thinking about is like washing our stuff. And actually, there's a puddle right here, so we could do that pretty easily, I think. So if we apply washing kit, wash items, we need more cleanser. Okay, never mind. So close yet so far. Okay, keep going then. I think we should zoom out just a little bit because when we're this zoomed in, we're actually missing some of the outer radius of our sight cone, so it's not like as efficient as it could be. And because we have memory of this, I'm relatively unconcerned with going fast. And now I'm once again concerned with going fast because we no longer have memory. All right, here we go. Okay, we have memory again. Cool, cool. Strange how it just like randomly stopped there, and now it's randomly stopped here again. All right. Squish the ant. Always got to remember to squish the cat and squish the ant. Very important. And I don't mean like actually squish the cat. It's just a meme if you're not familiar with it. Okay. And then we just drive up. The acidic ant dies. Once again, very sorry, ants. Did not like really mean to do that at all. Just sort of happens. I think those zombies are zombies that um were spawned as part of a mission, and then the zombie ants or the acidic ants killed them, and then now they've gotten up again because it's been like too long. Okay, yeah, we're driving too close to a forest. Really, no point in driving this close. Um, so yeah, like while we're driving, I suppose one thing that I can talk about is um, like some ideas I had for the next series. Um, so one thing that I found, like playing through, um, these episodes is that like gunning down like 1,000 zombies or something. Like if we can take a look at like achievements, yeah. So we killed literally almost 1,000 zombies during this playthrough. And honestly, like after a while, it just gets like incredibly repetitive and boring to just watch. Um, so yeah, what I'm saying is like one thing I sort of want to avoid going forward is having to be in a position where we're constantly forced to like do the same thing, and like just kill zombie after zombie after zombie. I mean, that is sort of like what makes them dangerous, but let's see, what does this say? Sewage treatment plant. Okay, so this is the wrong turn. We'll turn around. Yeah, so like, if there's a challenge associated with killing zombies, I think that makes it interesting. Um, it, and like the challenge could come from the fact that like either A, we don't have very good weapons, or B, like the zombies we're fighting are unique in some way, unique and interesting. Um, right? Then that presents like a sort of challenge. Otherwise, it's a sort of like mindless, endless firing of your gun. What is this thing? A praying mantis. It's a little smaller than an adult person. Okay, interesting. Um, so yeah, like how that applies to this series is, I mean, I guess it sort of doesn't because I feel like doing the quests is pretty interesting. So that's sort of, holy cow, another Humvee. What the heck? Um, Although actually, this reminds me of something. So if we let go of the controls and we wear like some of these ammo belts, and then this one too, and then okay, right? Does that give us more capacity to like store this stuff? Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. One second. It does. Oh, just very, very little though. Oh, okay, never mind. Um, I thought that was a good idea. Apparently not. Unload. 762 ammo built. Man. Yeah, it's a shame that we can't seem to be able to hold some of this stuff. How about we drop an emery? We'll just drop an emery. There we go. All right. And now can we pick this up? We can. I'd say that was definitely worth it. And then what about some of this medicine stuff? Here we go. Okay. We'll drop another emery. I mean, that was a pretty good use of space, I'd say. And actually, we can probably just like snack on some of this stuff. Um, so the pudding is lasts a week. Okay, we don't need to eat that. The yogurt fresh. There we go. Um, and let's have the stuff that's like specific to the emery. So the cookies, not the chocolate candy. That's bad for you. There we go. The dehydrated stuff. Um, peanut butter spread and crackers. That's pretty good. And then peanut butter spread and more crackers. Sure. Oh, we're full. Okay. So yeah, there we go. We had our MREs, which is perfect. So yeah, we'll be able to hopefully pick up the welding tank, which would be cool. I still don't really know if it can be used to cut metal, but I feel like it should be able to. Hmm. There's a fence. What is this? Mine entrance. Window with metal bars. Hmm. That's different to a metal wall. I feel like a blowtorch should be able to cut through that. I don't really see any zombies, but I feel like that's a fairly safe-ish assumption to make. Okay, here we go. Nearing the exit. All right. And we're here. We finally arrived after like a tremendously long amount of time. Here we go. So we'll stop driving. We'll see if we can grab some of this stuff and we'll wear I think we're already wearing the gun. Aha, we can wear the ammo belt. Nice. Okay, we grab all that. And then we can wield the welding tank. There we go. And then we'll store that into inventory. All right, so there's nothing around this, I believe. No filter. We have 240 pounds on us. Um, hopefully we can just make it out the door. Okay. And then we're through. All right. Awesome. So this is going to be just an absolutely gigantic haul, which should be cool. Um, I think I might have lost the gun. Oh, no, no, it's here. Or here. Yeah, here we go. So we'll drop this off. The ammo belts. Okay, the welding tank. Jeans. The jeans are tattered, which is unfortunate. Um, I feel like the leather gloves are fine, so we'll just drop off the medical gloves because I think they conflict with one another. The radiation badge, tack vest. The guns. There we go. We got a gun, which is cool. More belts. Like just an absolute ton of ammo belts. The 7-round mag. We'll get rid of that. Um, M9. We don't need that. Okay, there we go. We'll keep the two 30-rounders and the 40 with us. That's useful. 50 BMG. Yep, we'll drop that. The tracer, I really don't think we'll use that ever. M80, there we go. And then the acetylene torch, yep, drop it. Anesthesia kit, drop it. Um, it's intended for use in specialized medical equipment and can't be administered manually. I wonder if we need the anesthesia kit to um basically use the auto dock. We might keep it on us for that reason. Crash axe will drop. Blood draw kit, we don't need that. Um, nice. The telescope. I believe our character is still constantly using this thing all the time, which is sort of funny. A sewing kit, which is nice. Um, just a whole bunch of random stuff. A whole bunch of food, which is cool. Drop all that off. A fresh sourdough bread that we bought from that one lady. Um, and now, like, this will definitely be the hardest thing to sort is like all like just the absurd amount of medicine that we ended up picking up. I think we can just drop all of it, really. We'll keep one thing of hemostatic powder on us, and then one thing of aspirins. We drop that off. Antibiotics we don't need. Antidepressants are useful. We don't need like 15 or whatever, but 5 should be fine. Antifungal drugs, sure, I guess we can keep a few on us. Same goes for antiparasitics. There we go. We'll keep one antipsychotic thing on us, or actually, we'll just keep the 6. There we go. Fast acting sedatives we really don't need. I have no idea what these are for. Um, this will drop. Stimulants will keep some on us. I couldn't really tell whether or not they were making us more or less tired. It was very much not clear. Um, this stuff is pretty good for pain relief. We'll keep some on us. Um, caffeine pills will drop, and then sure, a thing of multivitamins. Why not? And keep one of those on us. Antiseptic is actually always useful. So we don't need like 100 units of antiseptic. That's just like far too much. But yeah, cough syrup. Hmm. I think that makes us sleepy, so we don't want it. We don't need that. Um, non-drowsy cough syrup could be good. Let's see. More books. There we go. The CBMs will keep on us, I believe. So let's go ahead and take a look at like what um installation data we have. So the cranial flashlight. So that's what we installed. So I guess we don't need that anymore. Legs alloy plating. Interesting. It's got some weight actually. Hmm. The shark plushie. Heck yeah. Throwing assist. Throwing assist. Some of this stuff we just don't have, like the thermal dissipation. Um, how heavy is this stuff? 0, 1, 0. Okay, so it's actually very light. Hmm. I guess we'll keep the power storage on us. We'll drop the legs alloy. There we go. Throwing assist. Yep. The anesthetic. Um, I think we can drop. Soap bars 4. Hmm. Water purification tablets. We don't really need. This stuff I have no idea what it's for. Um, yeah, we'll just drop the water purification tablets. Why not? And then 5 soap bars, a long rope. We don't really need the long rope. Okay. We're still overburdened, incredibly enough. It's sort of crazy. Right. There we go. We'll go ahead and drop off the shark. Shark plushie. There we go. Took 30 liters in our backpack, but 100% worth it. Look at that. Glorious. Just like sleeping on a bunch of books. That's our bed frame. And then on top of that is our shark, which is awesome. Okay. Let's see. Um, the baseball bat. I guess that's too heavy. We would drop that. And we're still a bit over, which is crazy. What still weighs so much? The ballistic plates, the pickaxe. Okay, we still have the pickaxe on us. Um, a first aid box. I guess we could drop one of those. First aid box. There we go. And one more, I suppose. Because these are hidden items, so that means like we don't actually know what they're in or what's in them rather. And then I suppose we have other weird like hidden containers too. Let's just take a look if it's like worth it while at all. We have a bunch of garbage here: plastic bag, bottle, cup, painkiller bottle, small plastic bottle. Like we don't really need any of that stuff. Okay, and then what's in here? Climate control CBM. Holy cow. Um, I guess we'll go through this again. It is pretty annoying that it just like hides these things. So you just can't see them in your inventory for whatever reason. Okay. So even more stuff. There we go. Um, drop that. Let's just go through our medicine one more time. Hemostatic powder, aspirins. We'll just drop some of this stuff. Any duplicates really. Fast acting sedative. Again, we don't really need that ever. Stimulants. Um, we don't need so many. Um, some of this. Yep, there we go. And sure, 24 of those. There we go. So it's still like our inventory is quite cramped, but we take off the light jacket, unload it, drop that here. So we finally have something that's not dirty to wear. There we go. Oh, but that like hides a shark. Oh, we can't have that. There we go. No. Okay. Yeah, let's grab the light jacket then. Oh, the shark plushie. No. Okay. Well, we know it's there in spirit. So we'll just drop off the light jacket again, I guess. There we go. Okay. Yeah, this was all quite intense. Um, if we take a look at our bandages and stuff, we could definitely do with like getting rebandaged. There we go. Um, and then take some antiseptic. There we go. We can go ahead and eat a bit more. Sure, the fruit pies. There we go. Oh, We're full. Okay. So yeah, we'll finally turn off our MP3 player, turn off our heavy duty flashlight. Um, and with that, I guess we'll go ahead and sleep. Yeah. Um, this was like an incredibly boring episode, really, where all he did was just like go home and sort through clothes and stuff. So I think what I'll do is maybe like fast forward that, or just like leave it in and people can just skip through it. But um, yeah, we'll head back down, I think. You use your plushy shark for comfort. Heck yeah, let's go. Okay, and we're like fully healing up, which is awesome. Our focus is finally at something other than like one. It's just absolutely miserable. Ooh, our focus is above 100 actually, which is sort of crazy. Hmm. Our strength is still like 8. I have no idea why that's the case. And our perception is down. Why is our strength down? Our base move cost is high. What the heck? Why is their strength down? That's so strange. Is it because we're hungry? Have some fruit pie, blackberries, pears. Okay. Raw edamame. It's poisonous. Okay. Never mind. What the heck? Orange juice, sure. Raw popcorn. That's pretty gross. I feel like this would have a joy of like negative like 15 or something. Just like eating raw popcorn sounds absolutely miserable. Fruit juice. Yep. Okay, we're full. There we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and wield this. So we have 60, 100, 150 rounds, and we have like 150 more, so 300 total. Okay. And I think we are pretty good on the drugs here. Bionics, yep. And we have the pickaxe. Awesome. Hmm. Yeah, I really have no clue like why our strength is down. Very, very strange. Filthy gear. I feel like that wouldn't affect our strength though, right? Hmm. I thought the warp shards were like this weird comma, so I'm not really sure um what that is or like where the warp shards are, but yeah, let's go ahead and head back. Okay. So if we look at our missions, oh, so the missions weren't all canceled. Oh, very interesting. So our goal is to kill 50 zombies, find the warp shards, kill the warp draining evolved zombies. Okay. And then I think we were able to get the location to a lab, which is cool. Um, let's see, what is this place? Gunsmith's home. I think that's the mission, right? The bullet bank? Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so that's sort of our oh no. Okay. Wait. I I think I do that, then that, then that. Okay, there we go. And now we're set. And the we're not infinitely scrolling. Okay. So yeah, we're pretty far away from like every other time that we spawned in. Um, it seems like there's a mission pretty close by, like over to the left. Is that find the warp shards? No. Is that kill the evolved zombies? Yeah. So let's go ahead and do that one first. We'll zoom out like a little bit just so we can see better. Oh, we can see so far. That's crazy. Holy cow. It like actually lags when we zoom this far out. Was sort of funny. Two grasshoppers are just absolutely going nuts. What is this place? A stadium? Hmm. Yeah, so we're sort of like sandwiched in here, which is sort of annoying. Um, if we look at our status, right, it says base move cost is 101. Is that because our feet are encumbered? See hmm, the legs are encumbered? No. I feel like it's got to be the feet, right? If we just take off, let's see, pair of boots. Oh, our move cost goes way up. Hmm. Okay. Put those boots back on. We're wielding our pair of boots. That's funny. Okay, there we go. Um, Wield our rifle, and we're back to 101. Okay. Um, hmm. What else could we take off? Knee pads? Okay, no, that's just for the legs. Socks? This armor is comfortable. Close to skin? What about these? Normal? Hmm. Jeans. This? Long underwear top covers the torso. What the heck? What? Very strange. Is that why our torso is constantly warm? I guess we'll take that off. Our feet are hot. I guess it's just hot all around. Hmm. Fungal flowers. Railroad station. This is very tricky. I guess we'll just try going up. There's like a bunch of everything everywhere. But hopefully, the coyotes are fighting. Okay, interesting. But yeah, hopefully we're just able to like sneak on through, really. It's like another town, the railroad station. Okay. Um, where are the fungal stuff? The spores transform tough zombie into a fungal zombie. Okay. Yeah, so the zombies are just being mean to this poor coyote. Um, Once it dies, they'll probably start going after me. Let's see. I think, what is this? The stadium, right? Hmm. So there's really not that many like fungal anythings around. Fungal material bursts forth. Okay. Yeah, I just want to sort of be like around this place just because I'm hoping they get lured in by the random fungal stuff. Although it's like hard to see, I guess, so I'm not really sure if they will or not. It's very hard to tell like what's happening. It's I guess these zombies are going for like something in here. If I wait a couple of turns. Okay. And then I think I should be faster than the zombie. Yeah, it is slower than me. So I can just like walk around it. No problem. There we go. And then there's another zombie up ahead. We can lose that one as well. It's like trying to smash through, I guess. Let's take a look at this. So it's got a little bit of diesel, enough wheels. the security system is on, so we can't steal it necessarily. Okay. There's more cars over here, which is cool. 4% gasoline. Engine's fine. Security system's broken. Okay. So yeah, I think that one's drivable. It is slower than you. Okay. We'll just do that. And then start this thing up. Okay. How much gas is there? 4%. Okay. Hmm. I mean, honestly, this is good enough for now. Like, I'm not really looking to run stuff over necessarily. I'm just sort of looking for something that can get me from point A to point B nice and quick. So this definitely fits the bill. Okay, so yeah, what I was talking about before on our road trip or whatever was um, basically derelict property. Okay. I was thinking about like how to keep, the gameplay interesting because I feel like inherently there's a lot of like repetition, which is pretty boring. Um, it's sort of unfortunate because I feel like games should have an engaging core, gameplay loop. And if you're fast forwarding through like the core gameplay, then I guess what does that say about, just the quality of like the gameplay itself, right? Um, I feel like that's sort of unfair in the sense that, the gameplay is fun. It just might not necessarily be fun to watch. And it only gets repetitive when you go like super hard on it without dying really, right? Because if you're constantly starting a new character, right, you'll only ever be able to kill like a couple zombies, and then like the repetition will never set in. And I think again, like going back to that difficulty conversation, the reason the zombies are engaging in the beginning of the game is because, right, like they're difficult. Um, just like one or two zombies poses like a significant threat to your well-being. Okay, let's see. So I think this is the squad or whatever. Zombie Hollow, a Bargist. Let's see. Um, the zombie's hollow black eyes surveyed surroundings as it stretches and bends in ways that whoever the original body belonged to never could. The only things that seem solid on this flexible black veined body are the rows of sharp black teeth. You get the feeling that the only human um that the only human thing remains is the skin worn as one might wear clothes. Okay. Well, that's horrifying. I mean, and it looks horrifying, right? Okay. I mean, hopefully like we have a rifle, right? So surely it can't be that bad. I hope. I don't know. They might be like very, very hard to hit. I'm not really sure. Um, we'll go ahead and let go of the controls. And then we can start firing. So I'll let these get closer before, taking my shot. We'll definitely go after the dog. It's much, much faster probably than the yeah, zombie, which is slower than me. Okay. Yeah, precise aim. There we go. Hit it for 22, and then one more precise aim should do the trick. There we go. We hit it for 78 damage. What the heck? Right. Okay. So those two are taken care of. Literally all that remains is this weird stretchy fellow, which is slower than me. Okay. Hmm. Do I tempt fate? Is it leaping? It just seems to be moving normally. Hmm. Okay. So it's like it doesn't seem super dangerous, I guess. It's slower than me. Okay. We headed for 53. Aha. This zombie hollow mark splits in two. Okay, and it just becomes small slimes. Okay. So it was being piloted by slimes. That's sort of funny. Anything on the slimes? No. Okay. Ooh, some more pretzels. Yeah, let's go for it. Heck yeah. Nice full meal of chocolate pretzels. All right. I think we completed that mission. Yeah. So now we can go to the bullet bank. I wonder if the bullet bank guy is a fan of bullet ball. Okay, it's still pretty far, but I think there's a road. So if we follow the road, we can, you know, um, make our way over pretty quick. I wonder what sort of engine does this thing have? 1.6 damaged engine. Okay. And we're actually still going pretty quick despite all that, which is interesting. Um, I guess, like our car just weighs so little that it's still pretty good acceleration. Okay, and then yeah, what I was saying before was about the difficulty or whatever. Um so I think there's a lot of different ways of adjusting difficulty, right? Like, as a gameplay dev standpoint, right? Like one way you can introduce difficulty is if you add a time limit. So that's what like this mod here does, right? Is you can only stay a certain amount of time. So there's just like an inherent pressure to like get you to move quickly. Um I think like games like XCOM 2 also do that. I feel like there's boring artificial difficulty where, you just give things like a lot more life. Or like make you do less damage. I feel like that's like the least engaging way to do difficulty. Um, More interesting ways would be to, let's see what this is. Oh, a flower. Okay, would be to, um, for example, like a harder difficulty mode might introduce more like harder enemy spawns and things like that, right? So it's like it's still engaging to like have to fight tougher enemies without those like enemies being easier to kill while just having more health, which would be boring. So those are some ways. The other way, right, is like the reason why I'm able to do fairly well is because I just like know the game well enough, right? And I can just sort of like fall back on what I know, which means that like some potential interesting things might be to um one like go with gameplay styles that I'm just not familiar with. So basically, right, like all my characters have zero melee just because of how good a rifle is, right? So I feel like this always happens where my marksmanship and my rifles and my vehicles go way up, and then like my melee just stays at zero. Um so like one way to make things for difficult for myself, which again I think is would be more engaging as well, uh, is if let go of the controls. Yeah, is if I like put myself into new or unique scenarios where I just don't know like what the optimal way to play would be, right? Um so like some ways to do that would be like in game, right? Like for example, I think Innawood um sort of does that where pair of binoculars, there we go. Survivor map, we'll activate it. Um, Picked up some sniper rifle ammo as well. But yeah, so like some ways could be like just built into the game, right? Just like playing the game in a way I'm not used to, which would be cool. Um, so I think for the next playthrough, we might try that. The other thing that might be cool is um, one thing that I was thinking about was making a mod for the game. Like nothing super complicated, but just like something to change up the gameplay a little bit. So, one like I guess like series that I really enjoyed was, let's see. So we followed this road, or this road. Yeah, this road down here was like the RuneScape Tileman series, which is basically like um you're stuck on one tile and you're forced to only be able to like move from that tile when you get enough experience, right? So you sort of have to like tactically leapfrog from one tile to the next in order to actually get anywhere. I'm just checking this turret to see if it has anything. Aha, we have a 50 BMG ammo belt. Heck yeah. So we just got like 27 bullets from that, which is awesome. Yeah. Right, so in the tile man mode, right, like um actually let me get out of the car for this. I think that would explain it better. Right, so my character occupies one tile, so being able to move from this tile to this tile, right, would be moving one tile, right? Um, the difference between RuneScape and this game, though, is that like one, um, most resources are finite, and the way you get resources is by basically exploring, right? Like very little is renewable as far as I know. So like right, if you want to get medicine, then you have to basically like loot hospitals, right? And then if you don't find the thing you're looking for, then you have to like go to another hospital, right? So it's not like RuneScape where the resources are infinitely renewable and you can just sort of like hang out in one place and just continuously um just like look at the same spot over and over and over again, right? So let's see. So yeah, before I get back to the game, let me just finish that thought. So um yeah, one thing I was thinking of doing was instead of tiles in like one by one where I show my character moving, I was thinking I could do tiles that are perhaps like on the map. So this would be like one tile. So if I were to go here, right, that would be 5 tiles. So I sort of have to like sneak my way along. And in this case, right, I would probably just like pick a forest tile and then the forest tile and a forest tile and a forest tile, right? Just because like that is the best way to path essentially. One thing I might also disable is like diagonals because obviously like you'll pretty much always want to like move in a diagonal fashion, but that's like very very strange, right? Because then like your tiles aren't connected. So what I was thinking of doing was perhaps um writing like a small plugin, right, where you start off with like all tiles. I think you can mark them as like explored, right? So they're gray, right? And then like when I unlock the tile, it like turns green. So if you could imagine this map, right? Like all of it would be gray, and then just like my one tile where my guy was on is green. So that would be like one mod, and then like the other mod that would go with it, right? Is that like in the actual game, right? I would make the tile that I own completely lit up like this. But see how like this is like gray or unseen or whatever, right? Like so the surrounding tiles that I don't have access to would be like this sort of color, right? So you wouldn't be able to see into them. So I think that that would be pretty cool. Um, I really don't know like how much work that would be or how long that would take, but like one thing tried to do today is install like Visual Studio Code so I can start like maybe trying to see if I can like build this project and then or like and by build I just mean like compile the project as it exists, and then once I do that, right, like then that would mean that I can start modifying the code and then being able to build the project so I can actually um, play through the game with my modifications. And then once that's the case, then I feel like I'll start being able to make more and more progress on the actual mod idea itself. So yeah, that is sort of my plan. Hopefully it'll be cool. Um, there's still a lot to like figure out. Like I don't really know if it's a good idea at all, but it seems interesting enough. Maybe for like one or two episodes, who knows? Um, we'll just go ahead and like, oh, we're still driving. Yeah. We'll just pause a little bit. Uh, make this turret like waste all its ammo. It's continuing to fire. So we'll creep a little bit closer. Um, it no longer seems to be firing. So I think we should be good. Maybe, potentially. Let's see. Yep, not firing. And we heard a chick, which means it's out of ammo. So we'll examine the vehicle. It's fine. So we'll stop driving. And then we can just like grab all this stuff. A bandage. There's really not much like we really need to grab um, from the bodies. Right, like sure the ammo is pretty good, but other than that, like it really doesn't matter. But I would just go through this regardless because yeah, you can find stuff like this, just a whole heap of ammo, which is cool. And yeah, I won't really worry about the pistols at all. Not worth worrying about, I don't think. Even the full ones, it's not a big deal. So this has no gasoline, 2% battery. Okay, the dashboard is wrecked. The security system is wrecked. I think it's still drivable. Fails to start. Okay, so the police car can't start. Hmm, it's faulty. Okay, so never mind. Does this have a jumper cable in the back? I saw jack and I was like, ooh, that's close to jumper cable, but no. Very much not the same thing. And then what about this? An AR-15 in the back. That's sort of cool. Um, sure, we'll grab it. We'll wear it, and we'll reload it too. Actually, there we go. And we'll wield our other rifle as well. I'm really not sure like what that little line is like that um is next to the health symbol. Fouling. Fouling is caused by firing gunpowder loads repeatedly, which reduces reliability and can eventually cause damage to the gun. Fouling accumulates slowly due to the design of modern smokeless powder found in the vast majority of retail cartridges, and it is not a significant problem until high levels of fouling are reached due to firing thousands of rounds without cleaning your firearm. Okay, so that's what's starting to happen. Because, yeah, I think we started firing, we literally fired thousands of rounds through this rifle, so, yeah, it's starting to get bad. I don't think I actually checked this gun or this car, so let's see. Okay, the engine's faulty. Does it start up? No. Okay, whatever. We won't worry about it then. Um, Still a somewhat nice haul, right? Like we were able to get like what 100 rounds of ammo, something like that, for a rifle, which is pretty good. So yeah, in terms of the start, right? Because if we're a tile man character, then that means um we have to actually start on a tile that has something. Otherwise, like what is the point? Right? Like we just won't be able to ever leave the tile. Um ooh, this looks like a promising vehicle. The Fungaloid Shambler. Okay. Anything in here? Nope. Does this start up? No vehicle controls found. Someone stole the steering wheel, nothing else. Very cool. Um, right, so I think I might start in like a city or something. That might be interesting. Um, Probably like a big city, just because, right, like we probably won't be able to leave the city, period. Um, Perhaps the way to um move from tile to tile is like zombie kills, right? If we're starting on a city, I think that would make like some amount of sense. Um, I don't really want it to be grindy per se, but like if we start in a city, right? Like how many zombies are there per block? Like I would guess maybe like five, right? Like, and the only reason why Transcoast Logistics, what the heck is this? Um, and I think the only reason why like way more than five zombies come when you shoot a rifle in the city is just because it's so loud, right? That like zombies from all sorts of like different blocks like come in and swarm you. So, if you shoot a rifle in a city, right? Like how many blocks are you like influencing? Probably like if I were to guess like 20. So it's like not surprising if like 100 zombies, like descend upon you. Um, I'm really not like entirely sure like how the internals of the game work or like like how to actually make this mod or whatever. But um let's see, can I siphon gas from this? But I think it would be neat if the way I set it up was no gasoline. The way I set it up was like zombies in chunks you don't have unlocked couldn't see you, right? Like just how you couldn't see them. I think that would be pretty neat. So it's like both an advantage and a disadvantage to unlock a chunk, which I think is cool. So you sort of want to weigh the risk and reward of it. Wasp egg rotten. Weird that they just like let their eggs rot. I don't know what that's about. And we're nearly there. Here we go. Hopefully, we still have enough gas for like the trip back home. I saw that hive and I immediately fought to burn it, but then I like thought back to right like where we climbed that giant um skyscraper or the radio tower or whatever, and it just absolutely did not do anything when we lit the fire. Okay, so we see a blacksmith and we see a banker. Okay, interesting. And it seems like this entire thing is like just like lined with spiked pits, which is sort of terrifying. Okay, and then what is this? A non-spiked pit? A covered pit. Okay, sure. I guess I won't like drive. Six custom plated turrets? What the heck? A remote weapon system derived from the Crows 2 and enhanced with autonomous operation software. This one is fitted with an M249. Holy cow. This is like the most intense like bunker literally ever. What the heck? We'll go ahead and stop driving just because we're low on gas. Um, well, Can I just like walk in? This is just like the most intimidating thing ever. Where's this NPC in the forest? Blacksmith. Can I see him? Oh, he's like in this house, I guess. I guess I would just walk with my gun like stashed away. Um, Isolated artisans. Pickup truck. Okay. It's got a lot of gas. That's kind of cool. I don't think you're getting this like truck out ever. You're just gonna just like drive over these planks and just immediately collapse inward. Um, can I like unload this turret just because it's like freaking me out? It's a custom plated turret. No. Okay. Aha, a guy. Hello, my dude. Holy cow. It's a lot of ammo. Okay. What is this? 56 grain bullet. Is that a lot? The 545 round was introduced along with the AK-74. Okay. So it's like an older bullet. Hmm. Magnum, buckshot, 556. Okay. Just a whole bunch of stuff. Books. Okay. A bathroom, kitchen, and just a bunch of other stuff. Okay. Sure. What books do you have? Since we know like that exploit where we can just read the books and then it just like allows them, the game allows us to have it. All right, what is this? The console doesn't display anything coherent. What the heck? Okay. There's a surprisingly little amount of like ammo for this being like run by, like where supposedly you only trade for ammo and nothing else. Welcome to the First American Bank of Munitions. We convert your goods and services to the new gold standard. Let's trade. All right, let's see what you got. M110A1. What the heck? G28. Gas operated rotating bolt rifle accurate to 1.5 MOA with standard ammunition. Okay, it sounds like a pretty serious gun. Sort of cool. Um, Bunch of ammo. Okay. Reloaded. Eh. Ballistic plates. How are our plates doing? Um, we have two ESAPI ballistic plates. Okay. So let's trade. Yeah, so those are the same sorts of plates. Um, he's got a Linux t-shirt on. It's sort of funny. It's weird that I can like buy his gun that he's like clearly wielding. Um, do we have like 100 rounds? The anesthesia kit. I feel like it's not worth it. The installation data is so expensive. Holy cow. Huh. That's interesting. Like if we were to just ignore the installation data and use the Rubik, we could get so much like money for this. Hmm. Yeah, I don't really know. I feel like we don't really need this. So we're good. Munitions. So you're really going all in on this bank thing. I'd like to exchange some rounds. 556 762. What would you like to convert? 1 day, 200 rounds? What does that mean? What do you mean 1 day? Hmm. What is this place? Where'd you get half a dozen mil-spec turrets? The owners don't need them anymore? Not anymore. Okay, what a weirdo. Okay, I guess not. Um, I did a boring IT job, so he literally was a Linux admin. That's hilarious. Um, okay, sort of cool, I guess. Let's see what books there are here. Pro Hacker Secrets. All right, too heavy to pick up. Hmm. Because of the AR-15, I guess. Oh, so so I wasn't just like straight up stealing the books. Okay. Whoops. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay. Well, we didn't get shot. We didn't get like absolutely obliterated because of that, which is great. Um, even more turrets over here. What the heck? Okay, a blacksmith. Let's see what items you got here. A quarter staff, a Corinthian helm. You also like barter in this stuff. Very strange. And it's got 20 encumbrance. Okay, instead of 30, so it doesn't really matter. Gambison, yeah, not that good. Um, and then what's this? Repeating crossbow. Okay, interesting. What is this? Six. A smart card reader. Co-op members only. Okay. Gideon Bible. Okay, interesting. Okay. You can at home. Can I? Okay, and what do you have? What do you have going on? Let's talk. Hey killer, how's it going? How'd you know? What's with all the weapons and armor? It must take some serious equipment. Still, this is a lot of equipment. Wouldn't it have been easier to buy this stuff from a manufacturer? Good luck finding a breastplate. Finding anything that fits in this apocalypse has been a nightmare. Welcome to the shop. Could you make me a suit of armor? Lots of pieces on the shelves. Let's trade. Okay. So the repeating crossbow is like very, very expensive. A hot cut. What is this? Hardened chisel like object for metalsmithing. This is used to cut lengths of metal in some metalworking fabrication recipes. Okay, interesting. Pair of earplugs. Interesting. A cuirass. A steel breastplate with and a vital part of plate armor. Hmm. It's got pretty good protection. Not like incredible, but pretty good. I feel like our torso's fine just because we have like that military gear or whatever. Um, Swage and die set. Metalworking fabrication. Okay. Two filing, two grinding. Okay. Quarter staff. 15 bash. Interesting. Um, yeah, so it doesn't really seem like there's that much here. Um, okay, I have to go. Interesting enough. This place definitely freaky. The turrets freak me out the most, I'd say. Can I like disassemble the turret? Turret? Or can I like just deconstruct? No, it's not furniture. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Um, Well, that's a freaky place. All right. Um, Retrieve prospectus. Holy cow. It's so far away. 300 tiles away. What the heck? Find source of robots. Kill 50 zombies. Find the warp shards. Let's do that. Um, so we'll find the warp shards and then we will try to go back to the um like the installation, the bionic installation to Rubik. Hopefully we should have enough time. Okay, here we go. Just flying on down. Zoom in. Okay, nice. All right. So it's just lower left still. Not too far. Not too far. We're nearly almost there, which is nice. I think we might um see the police barricade again, so we could top off on gas. I don't think I actually used any of the gas there. I just sort of checked the cars and then left. Okay, I think that car didn't have any gas, if I recall correctly. Right, and now we're back at this Transcoast logistics, which is interesting. Um, it seems like a big thing to explore. I don't really want to explore right now. I wonder if it's similar to like a lab, maybe, or I think it was called like the hub. I'm not really sure. What is this? Apis? Yeah. So Apis is like a weird NPC that just continuously like shows up in hives. It's just always called the same thing, and I think it's like a weird mutant bee. It's I don't really consider it a spoiler considering um she doesn't really do anything. She just sort of runs at you and then just tries to beat you up with like weird mutant bee parts, and then that's about it. So it's not very interesting. If there was like any sort of like mission associated with her, like restoring her humanity or like using purifier on her or something, vine beast, fungaloids, hmm, triffids. Is this a triffid grove? Yeah. Okay, we're leaving immediately. Um, yeah, when you annoy the triffids, there's basically like an infinite amount of them that like start coming at you. So what I'm gonna do is like follow this road more rather than just like head through the forest that's completely full of triffids. All right, here we go. We broke something on our car. Hopefully it wasn't important. And then yeah, we'll see if we can oh, that was a big it blew out my entire windshield by doing that. Holy cow. And nearly destroyed the frame. Holy cow. The engine, the vehicle tank, and the car battery are all still fine though. So that was a fortunate-ish, I guess. Yeah, just the flying down the tight turns at 60 miles per hour was absolutely not worth it. All right, looping back around, and hopefully we are now far enough away from the Triffids that this would not be a problem. We are, however, close to the fungus, but again, I think I mentioned this before, but I actually consider them allies with how not dangerous they are. So it's sort of nice. Okay, so we'll zoom in, we'll save, we'll auto walk, we'll wear the M27. There we go. It's got a little fouling, but that's all right. It builds character. And we'll turn on safe mode. All right, there we go. Ooh, that could have been bad. um, where is the thingy? Oh, okay, over here. Um, looks like the fungus is about to spread. Very much not great. And we'll go ahead and grab 4 warp shards. Awesome. There we go. Now to get out of here. It seems like the forest is very, very quickly getting infected with fungus. So definitely hoping to get out of here before I get infected. I really don't know like what happens if you catch an infection. Like I'm pretty sure it's not like as fast as like a zombie, right? Like turns into a fungal zombie. It only takes like a couple seconds. Like surely for you they would give you a couple of hours just because it would make like gameplay sense, right? Because you have to find antifungal drugs or whatever, and you sort of have like a new mission to do that. Let's go ahead and remember this vehicle. Position. Um, we'll back up. Let's see. I can't really remember where the cop cars were. They might be like here-ish. Um, it might be worth it to just start driving back. Hmm. There's the lab. There's this stuff. What is this? The mine note. Yep. Hmm. It's been too long. Like I'm starting to forget like all of the exits that we've had, which is unfortunate. Yeah, I don't really see the exits. I guess here's one, right? Like exit just because of where it is relative to the Humvee. And then what is this? Also an exit? Okay, interesting. So we could potentially like drive all the way here, right? And then like head back over here and then install the CBMs. Um, I feel like that's pretty boring, right? Because it would just be like a whole bunch of driving. Um, what we could do is just like try to spawn in again, and then hopefully we will be um a bit closer to like somewhere we know, right? So it'd be sort of like a mini outing rather than just like this gigantic like cross-country trip. Let's go ahead and try to do that. This prospectus is so far away. 50 zombies. Hmm. Yeah, I think it's time to just head to the exit and then we'll try again. Let's see. So it's way over here. Okay. Um, we could check out this place a little bit, Transcoast Logistics, because like that just seems like the kind of place, especially like how big it is, that like it's probably full of zombies. Um, so we could like hit our 50 cap or whatever and then just head out. I think that sounds like interesting enough. So let's go ahead and try that. And then hopefully um there's enough. Oh, ignore. Hopefully I don't start running into those all the time when I start modding. I imagine I will, but that's fine. It is what it is. So yeah, what I was saying was the hopefully we can actually make a dent into like this crazy big facility. Um, seems like the type of place where you can find like a whole bunch of CBMs and stuff. So hopefully it's cool. Parking lot. Okay, weird. It's just all one gigantic fence. Okay, keep driving. And I feel like this episode has been long enough that we can just go ahead and um, start here next episode. And then that will give me some time to work a bit more on the mod, see if I can get like the Visual Studio Code installed, and then yeah, we can start here tomorrow. I don't see any sort of like crazy zombies. Freight hauler, access card reader. Um, so it should be cool. Yeah, we'll try to hit our 50 zombie eliminations this way. All right, so thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.